Hey guys, I don't know, this is my first live video, so no laughing at me. Good morning everyone. I'm just gonna get ready to go. It'll take me just a second. Hopefully I'll give some time for some people to come on. Okay, let's see what we can do here. Woo. Okay, let's see what we can do here. Woo. Okay guys, we are going to make a storyboard snow globe tumbler. We're going to make it right this time. Let's be real, I'm human and I tried these out yesterday. Tried to get it right, didn't quite do it right. So we're going to try again, follow a couple of the tips that I've heard from some of the people in the group, kind of some resources outside of the group. We'll figure it all out together. So this one, galaxy themed, there's stars, it's swirly. If we can get the glitter coming out, we can kind of see it's gorgeous. So, super excited about them. They come from the Stainless Steel Depot. That's the only place to get them that I know of. They're an Irene exclusive. So, I know when I got mine, they were kind of sold out right after, and then I think she restocked. So I don't know how many she has or anything like that, but if you want them, get them from her. All of the glitter that I'm going to use is Very Humble, which is amazing. I'm going to do, so my idea is on this one is I started with a teal spray paint, and I'll tell you about it in just a second. And then I figured we'd do some micas because they're pretty cool. Kind of like, I mean, we're going to have lots of sparkles, so I'm thinking if we maybe not use sparkles on the inside of the cup, that it will kind of give some contrast, which I like the idea. So I'm also thinking I have this really cool water slide that I printed. It's a Harry Potter one because I'm a Harry Potter weirdo. It's fine. Love it. Live it. It's great. That I have printed and I sprayed. This is on white water slide paper. I wanted it to be pretty bold since my colors are already bold. That's why I went with white, and we'll just trim it down a little bit so that it doesn't have weird straight lines, which I don't like. Let's see. So, tools and supplies that you'll need. You'll need your tumbler, and they come from Irene, like I said, the stainlesssteeldepot.com. It comes in a couple of parts. Let me grab one. So when I ordered them, I was like, oh, I only need one. And then all of a sudden I was like, oh no, I need 5. So I bought 5, which is probably a good thing because I already ruined one. So maybe by the time we're finished with this, I'll have one out of the 5 that I can use. I hope it doesn't take me that long to figure it out. Okay, so they come in boxes, bubble wrapped. Okay, so this is what they look like when they come. The lid comes off, obviously. I mean, it's a tumbler. It's not, that part's not rocket science or new. The bottom twists off, just like this. Now, this is kind of a tricky thing, and I'll tell you a little bit more about it in just a minute, about how this works. When I did my first one, I don't know if you can see the water level. It's like down here. And ideally, you want it all the way up here, so it just gives a better look to it. And I figured out how to get it off, or how to fill it up all the way. So I'll show you that too in a lot more detail once we get there, because there's a couple of steps that we have to do before that, and it'll take a little bit. So we're going to do a couple of lives, unless you hate my guts, and then I'll just type up a tutorial so you don't have to see my face. Okay, so the bottom, it has papers in it. This is what you can use to, like, if you're going to draw on something or print something, you can use the little papers, do the design in there, stick it in there. Obviously, you can't use water at that point, but so that's an option. One of the ways to customize these. So take those out and put them aside. I don't know what I'm going to do with them because I have like 15 of them now. I don't know. We'll figure out something cool. My kids will like coloring on them, I'm sure. Okay, so this is the next part. People have said that this is really tricky or hard. It is kind of, you just have to use muscle. So you just kind of pop it, like push on the bottom and kind of pull on the clear plastic, and it comes apart. So you have your liner, and you have the plastic part for the outside. There's two things that you have to watch for on this. So the first part is the liner goes outside of the plastic part. So you want to make sure that you don't go all the way up here with your epoxy, because you want there to be enough space that you can get your glue in and for you to be able to make a good seal here. So don't go, when I tape it off, I'll show you on the one that I spray painted how I taped it off, but you have to tape it off so that you don't get anything up in here so you can make a really good seal. And then the other thing is on the bottom. So I watched trying to figure out how to do this right last night after I ruined this one. I found one video online talking about this little bottom part and how the lady put like hot glue in this little, because this little guy sticks up and this is what the bottom part screws onto. So she filled this up with hot glue, and there's these little 4 or 5 little dots on the top. I don't know if you can see them, that I think are air holes. So I think this adds to the whole snow globe kind of thing where, I don't know. So she covered it up and filled it. I'm not going to this time. If I find that it's an issue, then we'll try it next time. But that is something that I saw on the internet, is she filled it up with hot glue and it seemed to do something for her, positive for her. So that's an option. I just don't want to get paint on the bottom. So I taped the bottom part off too, and I'm going to keep the tape on while we do the epoxy so nothing gets under here either, because I don't want the glitter to not be able to get out the sides, because the glitter will hang out under this, like between here and the bottom of the cup when it's just sitting there. So I don't want it to get stuck. We're going to prevent that. So this is how I taped it off. I don't know if you can see. I just took my black electrical tape and I just kind of squished it into a circle because I wanted to go all the way to the bottom, but I didn't want the very bottom covered. And then I taped up the threads. Now the top was a little bit trickier, and this one's not as clean as I'd like, but it's okay. So what I did is I just took my electrical tape and I ran it across the lip right here, and then pushed it so that it taped itself to the top of to this part of the liner. And then I kind of took my fingernail and like squished the tape down so that it would make kind of a line. And mine didn't end up very straight, but I think it will be okay because the liner, this part will kind of cover. We're just going with it. Sorry. Whitney, they come from the Stainless Steel Depot. And she's the only one that has them. I think it's her exclusive design. So you'll have to just see what she has in stock. So that's how I taped it up. Spray painted it like normal. I chose teal because I'm going to do kind of a ombre. I'm really bad at spray painting. I've already messed it up. It's fine. So we're going to get that on our turner. Okay, so we'll start. I don't want this to be forever long. Those are your key things. So you need your tumbler. You need whatever design you're going to put on it. Whether you do water slides, whether you do glitter, epoxy, whether you just spray paint it in epoxy, whatever. The biggest thing you have to remember though is there's only so much space between the outside and the liner. And if you don't get it in straight, it's crooked. So you can't do like 12 layers of epoxy. It doesn't have to be perfectly smooth, obviously, because you're not going to fill it. The outside you're going to fill. So you don't have to worry about that, but you want to make sure that everything that you put on it is covered in epoxy because it's going to be sitting in baby oil. So you want to make sure that you've got a good coat and that everything, all of your decorations and stuff are covered in epoxy. So those are the biggest things. After that, it's just decorating the tumbler kind of however you want to. I don't know if you guys have worked with micas a ton, but that's what I'm going to start using. I'm going to show you my cute little dispenser here. I'm going to do, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to dispense 15 milliliters out so that I can get my micas mixed into it. Because I don't want to, I'm going to mix my epoxy with my micas and then use that to make the design. And then we'll put the watercolor or the water slide paper on top of that. So, sorry, this will be lame and boring. I'm sure everybody knows how to do this, but it will be great fun. I don't know. Maybe people haven't done micas. If you've used micas, let me know. If you haven't, then let me know too. So I'm just going to do like 2.5 milliliters in each of my little cups. Of each one so that I can... This is where I go a little bit crazy because this is why I use so much epoxy. I have no grasp on like how much it takes to make anything. So like I end up with a lot of epoxy left over. I'm super excited though because I ordered some molds. I found some Harry Potter like a sorting hat, like a wizard's hat. And I'm really, really, really excited about my wizard hat that's coming. So I can make cute little magnets that are wizard shaped. Ashley, the dispenser is something my husband and I created. They're on Etsy, under epoxy dispenser. They're pretty cool. I really like it. Okay, so that's about right. I'm the worst. Okay, no judging my epoxy mixing or measuring. I'm really bad at it. It's fine though. Like they usually turn out just fine. I don't know why you guys are listening to me. Okay. So I'm gonna mix these up. And that one does not have enough of part A. If you guys have done this long enough, I don't know about you, but I kind of like to pretend like I can tell when things are wrong. So I'm like, oh, that doesn't have enough of this or that or the other. Most of the time I'm really wrong and it ends up badly. Okay. I'm really not even worried about this epoxy all that much because this is only a bottom coat to stick my micas to. I'm going to do another coat to finish it off after I apply my water slide. So that one I'm going to pay a little bit more attention to and make sure that it's, you know, measured all correctly and that there's no bubbles and stuff because I don't want... I'm less worried with my first coat. I only want to do 2 coats at the very max on these cups because I want there to be enough space for the like the glitter and all of that stuff to go around. So that's the most I want to do is 2 layers. And they're going to be super thin ones too. So I did a purple one with mica powders on the inside. I got all my mica powders on Amazon. I bought like the 50-pack box. I super love them. They're gorgeous colors and they're really neat. And they're not too crazy expensive. So, hi Brittany. We're going to do pink and purple and blue. And then I've already got the cup is teal. So I'm going to do a little bit of... just a clear bottom. Okay, so I was bragging to my family that I had not gotten sick because they've been all sick and yucky and gross. That was a lot of mica powder. And then I got sick. So, sorry if I sound terrible. Okay, so there's my blue. It's a really pretty blue. Here's my pink. It's also a really pretty pink. And then my purple. I think what I want to do is I want to have pink, purple, blue, and then the teal at the bottom. So I'm going to turn you guys so you can see the cup. Maybe you can see the cup. And I'm going to maybe not blind you with the light either. Okay, there we go. So I'm going to start with pink at the top. I'm just going to do drizzly things. And then we'll take our heat gun to it in just a minute and spread it all out. I left the tape on the top of the rim. I haven't taken that off from when I spray painted it, and it's just going to hang out there until later. With the regular cups, like if you want that nice line, you leave it on for like half an hour and then you take it off. But I mostly want the tape there. I don't really care about the line. I just mostly want the tape there to make sure that my epoxy and stuff doesn't get up into the seal area. So I'm not going to take it off until like the very end before we seal the cup and before we, you know, put the liner inside of the plastic thing. Sorry, I don't know if you can see this. I'm like the messiest crafter. Oh, sorry guys. Let's see. I only have 2 hands. I don't know if that will help or hurt. Let me know if that's any better. It's a side view. I need to get like a GoPro so I can be all hooked up and fancy. I don't know. I'm just drizzling mica powder epoxy on the cup, so it's not that exciting. So we're gonna just pretend like we know what we're doing. I'm really good at that. I am a fake it till you make it kind of person, which kind of gets me in trouble sometimes because I'm on a live and I'm pretending like I know what I'm doing. It's great. My husband was like, why are you doing a live? I was like, it's because what all the cool kids on Facebook do. I just want to be a cool kid on Facebook too. Okay. I think I'm going to add some more purple. And then we're going to take the heat gun to it because that will be where the fun starts happening. Okay, it's kind of doing cool stuff, but I think we need a lot more epoxy, so we're going to drizzle some more on and work that. Okay, tons of people use their fingers. I'm a popsicle stick kind of girl, so I use popsicle sticks for like everything. I'm just kind of spreading it out so the color goes everywhere. I've found that mica powders are pretty forgiving because they just kind of flow, and I love it. Darcy, you're a genius. By the way, I am just pretending like I know what I'm doing right now. So Darcy suggested that I probably should have put epoxy on before I put the mica powders on, which I completely agree with. I am kind of nervous, so I'm probably doing lots of stupid things right now that don't make very much sense, like not putting epoxy on first. So I appreciate the reminder, Darcy. Okay, so now I'm digging it, but we've got this one spot that the purple is not at. So let's get some purple there. And we'll blow some more. Flying glitters. Okay. I think I'm going to turn on the light and I'm going to show it to you guys. Hopefully you can see it. Maybe you can't. I don't know. So there it is. Kind of pretty. Got some swirly colors. Got some of the teal hanging out. I'm not really that worried. There's teal down here too. I'm not worried about that either. I'm going to do a water slide over this, and I'm going to put another coat of epoxy, so we'll coat the whole thing with epoxy after this dries. So we'll be back. I am going to go get my nails did for Valentine's Day. I might have them off before Valentine's Day is over, though. They might drive me nuts. But thank you guys so much for watching. I'm so excited about it. I'm such a nerd, so if you hate my face, it's fine. I understand. If you don't want to watch the other ones. If you do, I will post on when I do the next step, which will be later tonight, I think, if I can get my epoxy to spin and dry and get to where it needs to be before I add another layer. If not, then I'll be back tomorrow with the next steps of sealing your tumbler and then filling it up, which will be the best part. So anyways, okay, see you guys. I don't know how to stop this. There we go.